I don't get
puts
anything
A1
well
all
done.
over it.
I'm a medium steak gal. Thank you very much.
Gotta go medium rare.
No medium rare.
I eat it raw.
Here.
Or see it raw.
Okay, can we not talk about steak?
All right.
We need to talk about Gudetama.
I do like eating raw steak and egg.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host of the most, I'm the Bomb. And of course with me every week is Danny.
What a drag.
Nick.
Give me that soy sauce.
The fuck, dude? Yeah, dude. We're gonna be talking about some eggs. So I'll go first, then Danny will go, and then Nick will go, and then we'll be done. So my favorite egg dishes are... No, I'm just playing. We're not going to do that. We are going to be talking about eggs, but not like that. We're going to be talking about...
Not that kind of egg.
Not that kind of egg, dude. Not that kind of egg. We're going to be talking about Gudetama, an Eggcellent adventure from 2022 Netflix series. Mini-series. I thought, that this was a movie.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, it came out in a short form series. So it's like 10 episodes ranging from 10 to 15 minutes. I think the last one's like 16 or 17 minutes. But yeah, it centers around Gudetama, of course, the titular character, created by the Japanese company Sanrio, of course. Eggy-boi is what we call him, or what Nick calls him. Yeah, dude, I love Sanrio, of course. And, I used to think Gudetama was, like, annoying and gross-looking, but, like, I think it grew on me over time because everyone kept using the emojis in Discord. I'm like, God, you guys, these fucking egg emojis, God damn it. And then Kai sent me 2, like, Gudetama plushies a while back. And Trisha loves it.
He sent us all Gudetama plushies.
Yeah. Because he sent me some PSPs that I had asked for. I was like, hey, if you don't want those, I'll take them. And he sent them to me, and then he put Gudetama plushies in there. Yeah, dude, that was great. So thank you for that. Anyways, this is a fun little short series on Netflix. We're going to be doing a lot of Netflix reviews, if you know what I mean. Which is obvious, I think, if you guys know what I know, what you know, what everyone knows right now. But that being said, let's start with a little appetizer, a little egg appetizer. Okay, Gudetama, okay? So, yeah, let's just get into it, dude. First, I'm going to tell you about this. Hey, everybody, post-editing Sam here. And, of course, with post-editing Sam here, that means she forgot something, because when does she not? But, yeah, of course, during the episode, I wanted to shout out some new patrons, and I forgot to. So here we go. Shout out to Noxos for upping their pledge, okay? And then shout out to new patron LOL. That's their name on Patreon's LOL. LOL. And honestly, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it so much. But yeah. All right, back to the episode. And then also, guess what? Okay. Finally got the latest shirt sample in from Shopify from the new printer we selected. It's like 10 times better. It's not as soft because it's 100% cotton as opposed to like the jersey polyester blend, but 100% cotton is still better for your skin anyway. And number 2, I was able to get it in the same sizes. It runs a tad smaller than that one. The other one did. But just make sure you're following the size charts that I put in the description, which is really cool because they have like a feature to like just automatically put the size charts. So just make sure you're doing that before you purchase. But that being said, I can't wait to open the Shopify soon for you guys once we finalize one more thing, and then it's gonna be like, I'm thinking like the next couple weeks. We're gonna be good to go. So yeah, hell yeah. Also, I want to talk about this because last week I tried to talk about it and we fucked it up. But the show swap the show swap. Last time is Danny and Nick are trading, and Danny's trading Chobits to Nick, and then I said that he was doing Lane, which was not the correct answer because I was mixing that up with something else. But Nick is trading Danny Planetess, based on the manga by Makoto Yukimura.
I didn't know he also did Vinland Saga. I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. And yeah, dog, it's freaking cool. So I mean, I haven't seen it, but I mean that's I've never read the manga or whatever, but like that's the trade. So that trade, by the way, that episode comes out in the last week of October. So like the first Friday of November. So like November 3rd is when it comes out. That episode comes out. So you got that long to watch Chobits and Planetess. Okay. Nick. Oh, by the way, links.animesummit.net. Okay, you can find the Discord. Join the Discord. It's really fun. Nick. Listener question of the week.
All right, this is by Turtle, and he asks if there was another Summit spin-off podcast hosted by Discord members, who would be on it, and what would they talk about? Snowman rules, King smells nice. We're getting very meta with all these questions lately.
Yeah.
We need another spin-off.
No, we don't. Like
Hey, you put it on the show sheet, so you know.
I did not.
We'll ask
Danny
it.
chooses the questions.
Let's say we have to add a third spin-off. Gun to your head, you gotta add one.
Okay, so
Can't say no.
So there is not going to be another one. But a gun to my head, if I had to, I feel like answering this question would. You see, a lot of people like to say they don't get mad, like, "Oh, I'm not mad that you didn't choose me for that," but deep down they're kind of annoyed or hurt by it. So I don't know why this question.
Well, you
was
could
chose.
just describe what it is. Like, what would it be? Not who's on it. Just do that.
He asked who would be on it and what would they talk about, and then he puts
everybody on. It would be a pie. Here's my idea. Every single person on the Discord is on
Oh, God.
it. It's a chaotic call that's like 20 people or whatever, you know, who's ever there at the time, and it's just chaos. So, what is it? The anime chaos plummet. I don't know.
anime chaos plummet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like answering things like this. But the way that the plummet was created was kind of awkward, kind of weird. So like, I mean, if I had to like make another one, I guess, or if we had to start another one, I would. I mean, it wasn't. I shouldn't say that. It wasn't awkward. It was just kind of like I didn't. Well, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna cut all that out. The way the plummet was created was kind of like it was kind of quick. So like, if I had to make another one, I guess maybe I would make it like video game centered or something. I don't know. That would be cool. But then that's kind of tough too, right? Because there's people out there who literally play all kinds of games. They literally play every fucking genre. No matter what the game is, they'll play it. And there's people like, you know, there's people like me who only plays, who's pretty picky about the games they play. And then there's people who only play fighting games and whatever kind of games. And there's people who only play, you know, MMOs. You know, they went from WoW to Final Fantasy 14 and whatever, right? And so I don't know. It would be cool. I would like to, if that was the case, maybe another general nerdy something, maybe nerdy summit, something or other. I don't know, something like that maybe. I don't know who I would choose. Maybe I'll just go with Nick's answer and say everybody. Everybody just jump in there. Jump in, the water's fine. Danny only peed in it once.
Why me?
That's why we have all the chemicals.
If you guys want to answer the question, you can. It's hard
I
for
have
me
an
to answer.
easy one. I just do manga club.
Oh yeah, you just do manga.
Literally just record all the meetings from.
All right,
Manga
we
Club.
answered the question. Danny has the best answer.
Danny had the most sane answer, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, we used to record them. We
really only did that for Akira.
We did it for Akira and Tomy. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Manga Club kind of stopped, and then Ed and Danny revived it again, and then now it is what it is now, which is great. So, yeah, no, that's probably the closest answer, the best answer I could give. I probably wouldn't have it be uploaded as a whole separate thing, though. I probably would just put it up on the normal whatever, if it's just Manga Club. But anyways, thank you for the question, Turtle. Shout out Turtle, they're awesome. Waifu Husbando Danny. And maybe don't say this part right here. Maybe don't say that.
Obviously, I know.
Yeah, that was
when
my
I saw
bad.
that, I'm all like, seriously?
That was my bad. Yeah. Yeah, my bad.
Waifu is the old lady at the chicken farm. And Husbando is Gudetama and Shakapio. But I think Shakapio is a girl chicken.
Okay, so they're
Close enough.
their genders aren't like.
I mean,
Yeah, they don't
really
have a.
say.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Gudetama specifically doesn't have one. I don't know about the chicken though.
So when I was reading about Shakapio on the Sanrio characters like wiki thing, they referred to Shakapio as a he. So I don't know.
All right, there we go.
That being said, I had thought he was a girl too. I don't know if it
Yeah.
really matters.
He's
technically.
a
I mean, it
a young
doesn't.
Yeah.
prepubescent boy. He's like a choir boy.
choir boy,
There you go.
little chick. It reminds me of the little emoji that we have where it's a little chick with a knife and it's like gonna stab you. It's kinda-
No, that's a duck.
Oh, that's a duck.
it's a
Yeah,
duck.
it's true. It's a duck. But it's a yellow duck. It's confusing. Anyways. Listen, I love eggs. Very much.
How many eggs do you eat a day?
If I could, I didn't.
How many eggs have you eaten in your life?
in my life?
It's like the JoJo meme. How many breads have you had in your life?
Breads. Hey, what's your favorite water? Anyways. Dude, yeah.
No, actually, no. Serious though, like favorite water, there is a difference between waters.
Yeah, like
Oh
nobody,
yeah, like the bottled water. Yeah.
Yes.
nobody drinks
You gotta get
Dasani
your
or
local
Aquafina.
shit.
That's
Get the local stuff.
if it's one thing that the world can be united on, it's that no human drinks Aquafina or Dasani unless they have to.
I know
yeah.
Moist Critical did
If that
a
is
water
the only
review episode
available
one time.
water there is, yeah, I'll be drinking that. But
Right.
if there are other options, I'm taking the other option other than Aquafina.
Like if you're at like a theme park or not a theme park, but like a Six Flags or
An
something.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or an event, and then the only water they have is Dasani. Then it's like, what are you gonna fucking do? But like, yeah, I think one thing
But
that
nowadays, like events and like theme parks will have like the refillable fountain stations.
yeah.
So like if you bring your own reusable fillable.
No, the
container-
strategy is to get a Gatorade bottle because those are sturdy.
Well, a lot of oh
They
yeah,
got them sturdy caps.
a lot of
Or I can just get a Steely.
No, but then what if you lose it?
I won't lose it.
I don't want
Why
to worry about my water bottle. If I lose a
would I
Gatorade,
lose
oh well,
it, though?
you know.
Why would I lose it?
What if it gets stolen? What if you drop it? Huh? Think about that, Danny.
If I drop it, it's not gonna break.
Never know.
It's a Steely. A lot of things too is like you go to a lot of concerts nowadays. Like a lot of them have like bars, right? And a lot of bars nowadays serve Liquid Death, and Liquid Death is delicious. So, anyways, I don't know how we got on
This
the
is
topic of
now
water.
a liquid podcast.
Yeah, it's not a water podcast. Dude, Gudetama, an Eggcellent adventure. Hilarious pun, hilarious. Netflix, okay, you can watch this. It's a Netflix review, Netflix spotlight. You can watch this on Netflix, okay. Studio obviously is Sanrio Productions. The animation in it is done by Studio OLM. That should sound familiar to some of y'all, okay. OLM has done quite a few anime that we reviewed and such. They've also worked on some animation for I think Bee and Puppy Cat. Yeah, they've done a lot of animation production on Beyblade, Cardfight Vanguard, a lot of those. I think they did even do some Pokemon stuff, some Pokemans. A lot of that stuff that kids watch. They've done a lot of it. Oh yeah, right here. Pocket Monster Side Story, Pokemon XY Pikachu the movie, Diamond and Pearl show. They've done all the Pokemans. That's right. Okay, look at that. Pokemans. Okay. Yeah, this is a what you call it? Hybrid, I guess. Live action animated hybrid It's actually mostly
Yeah,
just
it's like-
live action, pretty much. The only thing that's animated is Gudetama, Shakipio, and the chickens.
And it's like the CG 3D
Yeah,
animation.
yes.
It's like, what is it, like, didn't Sonic do that?
Yes, yeah. So it's actually technically just live action, because it's supposed to be like, real or whatever, or like Detective Pikachu, rather. Like
Yeah, Detective Pikachu. It's a little bit like that, yeah.
Yeah. This is, of course, this is directed by Motonori Sakakibara, based on the character originally designed by Amy, which is their artist name. Their real name is Emi Nagashima, who is an artist for Sanrio. And Gudetama, just like the little quick breakdown of the movie, a little quick summary of the movie is...
It's not a movie.
Oh, sorry. Series. Sorry. It should have just been a
Actually,
movie.
It should just be a movie, yeah.
I know,
yeah.
like,
it felt like a movie.
That's like my biggest thought takeaway from this is it should have been a movie. But like it's just Gudetama cracks from its egg and then is all like, oh my god, what a drag, I'm so sleepy and lazy and naked. And then another egg hatches and it's Shakipio, but it's like fully grown and it kind of wears the bottom shell as its pants, which is really cute. And they're looking for their mama, or they want to look for their mama, so they go on an adventure. They leave the fridge from the restaurant they're in, which is like a little sushi conveyor belt, like Japanese snack bar type place. And then they go on an adventure, man. They're gonna go find the farm where their eggs came from. Something that is kind of big in Japan is a lot of produce and things like eggs, milk, and wherever, right? They have QR codes or addresses on them from like where which is like a lot of other countries are starting to adopt, which is really cool. But Japan's a small country, right? So you literally just like, you scan the QR code and it tells you where. There's like dedicated websites that tells you exactly where the egg came from, which chicken hatched, like laid the egg and everything. So that's how they kind of like know where to go. Anyways, there's one point where Gudetama becomes prime minister, and it's really funny. That being said, a little background info on Gudetama is they were created in 2013 by Sanrio designer Amy. It was inspired by an egg she was using to prepare tamago kake gohan, which is raw egg on top of rice. One of my favorite dishes. I love it. She said the droopy look of the yolk seemed cute, and she wanted to appeal to millennials who are shut in, lazy, tired people all the time. I wouldn't say lazy is the right word. Maybe tired all the time because we're always fucking doing something and working, and all we want to do is...
it represents depression and apathy.
Yeah.
That's what Gudetama is.
Yeah, depression and apathy. And their name is Gude, which is like...
It means lazy egg, right?
Lacking energy, and then Tama is like from the word tamago, which is egg. Yeah. So yeah. So egg, just a little... It kind of like... It looks like it lays on a blanket of like a white blanket, but that's like it's egg white, which is really funny. And then the yolk is where like the little arms, butt, and legs and face are. But yeah,
It has lots of butts, as we found out.
lots of butts, a lot of butt rubbing happening. First thoughts. What's your initial thoughts on this fucking show, man?
It's better than Peter Chung.
Damn.
Fuck y'all.
Oh,
Shots
man.
fired.
Get wrecked, son.
Y'all are fuck y'all bitches, man. Dude, listen. I this is so fucking funny. Sometimes me and Danny and Nick we're scheduling stuff and we're just like, whatever, fuck it, let's just review this. And this is just one of those times where I'm like, why the fuck did we watch this? Like, what?
Didn't you pick it out, or was it Danny? Who picked it out?
I think we both kind of did. We were just cruising Netflix.
We were just like literally running out of ideas, and I was just like scrolling on Netflix, and I'm all like, why don't we just review the Gudetama series?
Because we
It's
had
like,
we had filled out a bunch of the other parts of the calendar, but not
You
this.
gotta ask
this
me
week.
next time.
We did. We showed it to you, and you said okay.
No, you didn't ask me. You just showed me. You just said, "Here's the schedule, Nick."
And we always okay, but no, don't be a bitch. Everyone's
okay,
gonna.
let's not.
No.
Let's
Playing
not,
on the
let's-
podcast.
No, everyone's gonna hear the sausage right now. Everyone's gonna hear the sausage. We always show Nick for his approval, and we ask him if you need to change anything or you think something's a better idea. Tell us now. And he always just puts in the smoky emoji,
A
the little-
freaking emoji.
the Pepe smoking emoji. That's all he does.
You're holding a knife to my throat when you say it, though. You're like, "Is it good, Nick? Tell me
No,
it's good."
shut up, dude. Shut up. Dude. And if anything, it's your fault because you're the one who got us into eggy-boi. So shut up. Yeah, because Nick always uses the egg-boi emojis, and he always does the one where it's like laying down. Actually, this exact one that you pasted in the show sheet. You always use this emoji. Fucking eggy-boi is what we call him. Gudetama.
Either that or like.
There's a bunch of them we have on the server.
Yeah, like he'll use like one like with him with the blanket, with the bacon blanket, or
Well, there's one with the yolk blanket, or the white blanket.
or and the mess when like
Oh yeah,
it's
mess. That's my
Gudetama
favorite one.
and has like whatever is going on. I don't know what it is. Like
I think that's hollandaise sauce or something.
it looks like mayonnaise. I want to say it's.
Well, that's what it is.
mayonnaise.
Basically, it's like when you do the what is it, eggs Benedict? That's that sauce on it, I think.
Sure. Oh, and then the bowl cut one.
We must have. Oh, I think I deleted it and added back in, right? I don't know. Anyway, we got a ton of them on the Discord, so join the Discord.
That's another more reason to join the Discord. I get eggy-boi emojis. But like, yeah, and so it's kind of funny because within these 10 episodes, let me just say this, and you guys give your first thoughts too if you want, really quick. But within these 10 episodes that are 10 to 15 minutes long, there's almost like different little arcs in between, like before they get to the end, and like there's the episode where like he becomes prime minister. It's like 2 episodes. Then they meet the Gudetama, the old rotten egg. Then they go to like
they find the mobsters.
they find the mob at the egg mafia or whatever.
Yeah, then they find the what is it, the 1,000-year eggs or the really old eggs?
Yeah,
With, like, the silica
the
packets?
century eggs. Yeah.
Century eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff that's funny.
Yeah, dude, it's so yeah. What do you guys think of this? Like, I know I'm laughing and making jokes. I'm happy to review it. I think it's funny. Sanrio is one of my favorite things ever. Okay, but like, what are your initial thoughts on this series here?
Danny, you go first.
Okay, it was just. I did that to him last week.
Yeah,
So.
Payback.
Okay, you can talk now.
oh
I'm just
my
kidding.
God. I will say, like, I know James's first impression of Gudetama was this is a weird show.
Well, you don't like
That
eggs,
was-
James? Racist?
I was watching it on TV, on the TV in the living room, and he's working, and he's like, "What are you watching?" And I'm all like, "It's Gudetama," and he's just watching, and it's just so randomness and like obscure, and especially the first episode, when Gudetama and Shakipio is on the conveyor belt at the sushi restaurant.
They're
and
talking to all
just
the other foods, like
literally talking to the other food and talking about individuality and just like how there are different types of eggs, and like the fish eggs were all like, well, where did you come from? And
yeah.
they literally said, oh yeah, we were inside our mom, and then like our mom got like caught, and so like they sliced up our mom and
Yeah.
just scooped us up and shipped us out.
That was actually messed up. Like, what the fuck?
Like, and throughout the show, like I was just thinking, I'm all like, I can't tell if this show is actually meant for me or if it's like trying to target the targeted audience is like little kids as well. Like I don't know. I can't tell on like if it's supposed to be a kids show or not.
Millennials are kids, Danny.
I know. I really couldn't tell you
We're
there
little
because
babies.
there was there was little tidbits of like educational things in it, like, oh yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
nutrients in this part of the egg or whatever, and blah blah. And
Right.
eggs
right.
come from blah blah, and you can search for the farm by doing this and whatever. Oh yeah, a tamagoyaki is a piece of like egg omelet on a better price, and that's what you are, and blah blah. Yeah, I don't know. Like it was really weird, but then other parts of it were just really fucking weird. Like the whole egg mafia thing was really weird.
Yeah,
And then-
like and the rotten Gudetama.
Yeah, the Gudetama, yeah.
Yeah. So I really couldn't tell, and like literally the whole time, there's like a bunch of shots of Gudetama's butt, and also the like TV producers or whatever you want to call them, like the guy was trying to talk to Gudetama, but he couldn't see Gudetama, and the other chick, like the guy was like petting the egg, and the chick who was there was all like, you're petting his butt, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, and like he's like he like tried a different side, and she's all like, you're touching his butt again.
Yeah.
And then he goes to another side, and he's like, you're touching his butt again, and he goes, is there like why am I touching his butt all the time?
There has to be like a back and some legs or whatever. Like,
yeah. Like I don't know, it was weird.
yeah, it was weird because like
So-
not everyone could see Gudetama. Like to
Gudetama
them,
is cheeked up.
he was cheeked up. Yeah,
He is cheeked up.
on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass. Like, yeah, it was that was one of the things is like some humans could see Gudetama and the other ones just saw an egg on a plate.
If they have imagination
Yeah, they would have been cool if they had come
or
out.
depression, one of the two.
They could have been cool if they explained that a little more. Like, yeah, what if?
I think it's an imagination thing because the kid could see it.
Yeah.
That weirded me out, actually. The kid started crying, and this kid was probably like 9 years old or something. He cried like a toddler for a second.
Grow up, you little baby. That's fucking Nick watching it. He's like, got a little wussy. Shut up.
Oh, he's too old to cry like that.
Eat your food. Eat your food. Shut up and eat your food. No, like.
Other than
yeah,
that, I mean, that was the only weird part about it. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
that's Nick's thought. Just the kid crying.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty okay. Yeah. I didn't have any expectations going in. I actually had this is pretty much exactly how I would expect it to go.
Yeah, me too. Me too, honestly, yeah.
Maybe a little more like hijinks and like wackiness, but other than that, this is what I thought.
I will say this. I think part of me so like I mean we don't really need to get in too much into like the behind the scenes and other info like that, I guess. But like other than like Gudetama just became really popular in like the 8, 9 some years it's been around. 10 years it's been around. But like obviously Gudetama was in a bunch of different little short animated series, short animated web series and things like that. And it became such a popular character that they decided, hey, let's just do a live action, right? That's what everyone's doing now. Let's do a live action.
Gudetama, so as of like last year, on the official Senryo Gudetama Twitter account, it has over 1 million followers. The most followed out of all the Senryo characters, and in 2019 Gudetama was Senryo's third most profitable character behind Hello Kitty and My Melody.
Holy shit. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Just like eggs.
Yeah.
He's like, here's a cat. That's Hello Kitty, okay? And here's another
Here's
cat.
a cat, there's a bunny with a pink hood, and here's an egg.
And then here's a frog, and then here's an egg. Yeah. It's just, well, what does it do? Nothing. It's just an egg. Like,
Just an egg.
it's such a genius design, though. Like, that's how it wins. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, I mean, I think maybe part of me, because I love Sanrio so much, part of me was like, man, maybe like there's actually going to be some really crazy story, and it's going to be really heartfelt and kind of cute or whatever. You know, and I want to show it to like, you know, other people like, oh my god, this movie's so cute, you guys should watch it, or the show is so cute, you guys should watch it. But no, it was just Gudetama and Shakapio just running around doing shit. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? And then the other part of me was like, but it's Sanrio, it's this huge corporation. They're not gonna hire some, you know, they probably don't care that much. They're just gonna write some story and then hire whatever director to do it. And which I shouldn't say that, because I'm sure the director actually has awesome credits. Maybe he just kind of took it because he was just like, whatever, man. Oh, he was the director of Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. Holy fucking shit. I
still haven't seen that.
I just saw that. Yeah, we should review that, by the way. A lot of people hated it, but I loved it. Oh, and then he also directed the new Mewtwo, the Mewtwo Strikes Back remake, the 3D remake of the first movie. And then he also did some other movies that look like kid shows. Sushi Ninja. Let's watch Sushi Ninja next and review that. But yeah, Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, obviously his best work. But yeah, no, like
Is that the one that was really bad?
Yeah, a lot of people hated it. I fucking
Okay.
loved it. But yeah, like a lot of people watched it and was like, "This isn't Final Fantasy. This is stupid." Just because there wasn't any chocobos or knights doing Knights of the Round, and
Well, I mean, that's fair, right? Like if it's not what it is, then it, you know,
I mean,
you got to give the fans what they want, right?
yeah, I mean, maybe, but like
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
the CG in it is a complete 100% CG movie, and it was
It was like bad CG or something. Is that the
no,
thing?
it was really good. It was like
Oh, okay.
it was like PS3 cinematic quality for it, but in 2001. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah, like Warcraft CG.
dude, it was fucking nuts. Like anyways, we'll talk about it later. This is not a Final Fantasy Spirits Within podcast. Everyone shut up. No, we should review it though. It's really good. No, dude, yeah, like, okay, here's the other problem I have with this Gudetama show. It made me really hungry. And I
had fried rice tonight
God,
as
that
I was
sounds,
eating it
sounds
with
so
an egg
good.
on there. I cooked up an egg and put the yolk all over the rice.
Sounds delicious. That sounds so good right now.
That was my fourth egg of the day.
That's my fourth thing. Protein. Yeah, dude. I love eggs, and okay, listen.
That's my favorite food is eggs, probably.
And I want to talk about seriously, right? I do want to talk about the ending and whatever, but first, really quick, I know I was joking earlier, but let's all go around the room, say what our favorite egg dish is. Tell me right now.
I'm gonna go like centered around the egg, not counting like a cake or something.
Yeah, no, centered around.
Right.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I made cookies with one egg in there. Like,
Yeah.
For me, top of my head, omelet, because you can put a lot of stuff in there in the omelet. It's versatile, tasty, savory, salty, perfect omelet.
You can make any kind
Dude,
of omelet.
what if you did this? What if you made an omelet and you put over easy eggs inside of the omelet? So you bit in and you got a bunch of yolk.
It's an egg omelet. Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'm into that.
I saw some guy make a grilled cheese sandwich with only cheese. So he like burnt the fuck out of some cheese to make the bread.
Yeah.
He like dried them out till they were like
Crispy.
cheese cakes. Yeah,
Yeah.
crispy cheesecakes, and then he put one piece of cheese in the middle of it. It looked kind of gross, actually.
A grilled cheese made with cheese.
Yeah. All right.
My
Omelet
favorite
for me though.
My favorite is the Mexican birthday breakfast classic huevos con weenies. You take hot dogs and you cut them up into, so you slice them in little slices, and then you fry it up with some eggs.
I've done that before with like a brat.
Oh yeah, no, that's also good. Put it over rice, any kind of rice, doesn't matter, white rice, Mexican rice, fried rice like Nick did. Con weenies, it's delicious. What about you, Danny?
It's hard to say. I mean,
I know, it really is actually. I love so many different I love eggs.
I like scrambled eggs.
Oh yeah, good scramble when you cook them real slow and it's like mush. I like that.
Well, so for
Same.
me, I don't like my scrambled eggs to be mush. I like my scrambled.
I like baby food.
I like my scrambled eggs to be pretty overcooked.
Oh, okay.
Gross.
So,
Yeah.
Danny, you're off the podcast.
whatever.
You're going to the what do you call it? The expansion team podcast.
Whatever.
The expansion.
I have actually.
You're going back to AAA.
I have attempted making omurice,
Yeah.
and that shit slaps.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've made it. It's delicious. But I just did it over fried rice. I didn't do it over I didn't use like the tomato sauce that they use. But
Oh, I did the whole 9. Like I
Yeah.
did, a
You got to put a heart on there, and
protein
it's a moe moe kyon. Otherwise, it's not real.
it's not real, dude.
I'm not that talented with ketchup.
Ketchup, yeah. You gotta get like one of those cake bags, you know what I mean? The frosting bags and with a really thin, small opening and write it. Yeah.
The other type of eggs. In episode 1 with the conveyor belt, that one egg that they were talking to, that was like the egg over sushi. I forget what that type of.
Tamago.
Yeah.
It's just
so,
it's just a tamago or tamago
Yeah.
yaki. And
So they were saying like he was never gonna, or like that egg was never going to get like picked to get eaten. If I was there, I would have taken that egg and eaten it.
it looked really good.
Yeah, like I actually enjoy that type of egg because it's like it's savory but sweet at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sean, one of our Discord mods and patron, he's shaking his fist in the air right now because he hates eggs. He doesn't like eggs.
What?
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I assume he eats stuff with eggs in it, like any kind of like baking
Yeah.
good or whatever.
Yeah.
He's not like allergic. He just doesn't like eggs. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah.
He probably had some Danny overcooked scrambled eggs. That's why he doesn't like them.
Get out of here. Why are you insulting my eggs?
He's insulting her eggs, dude.
Danny gets a well done burger well done steak.
I don't
just
get
puts
anything
A1
well
all
done.
over it.
I'm a medium steak gal. Thank you very much.
Got to go medium rare.
No medium rare.
I ate it
Get out
raw.
of here.
Or seared raw.
Okay, can we not talk about steak?
All right.
We need to talk about Gudetama.
I do like eating raw
Steak
eggs.
and eggs is good. Okay,
do
Gudetama though. Gudetama.
So let's
All right.
talk about let's just I don't want to spoil all the
it's
shenanigans.
like 10
in the middle.
episodes. Yeah, you said
Yeah.
they're like it's basically movie length, right?
Yeah,
They're
pretty
trying.
much.
The Gudetama and the chicken are trying to find their mommy.
Yeah, and so that's
And-
kind of the part I wanted to talk about because it was actually
Which
really
is-
weird. It's like-
It's funny. They're like, look at her cold dead eyes or whatever. Like, it's just a chicken. Like chickens don't have souls. Come on.
yeah,
Now.
no, they don't.
They'd fucking peck your eyeballs out if you fell. Over.
Now I want some chicken, fried chicken.
I love chicken. Chicken is like the best.
We
food.
keep talking about food, like I can't do it.
Okay.
This is why we can't. This is why we should have reviewed this because like the whole time watching it, I wanted to eat
All right.
eggs and chicken.
So the story, they're trying to find the mommy.
So they
and
finally
they meet various characters along the way, and then
Yes.
eventually the
Half
egg
of them are
finds his what do you call it? Destination, I guess.
the
but
farm.
the chicken keeps looking.
Yeah. And so they get there, and all the chickens look the fucking same with the big fucking stupid eyes, and they're all animated. There's no real chickens in this. They're all.
It'd be funny if their mommy was like the what is it? What's that animated movie? I don't want my freedom. What's that one? What's that one again?
Chicken Run.
Oh, Chicken Run.
Chicken Run. That'd be
They
funny
just-
if it just turns into Chicken Run. Like
As of this recording,
it's a prequel.
They just dropped a teaser for the sequel, Chicken Run: Dawn of the Nugget.
Hell yeah.
That'll be on Netflix. Yeah. Fucking love those movies, man. Chicken Run, Wallace and Gromit. These are the wrong trousers. Anyways, fucking, you could tell they filmed this like on probably like a real farm, obviously, but like there was no real chickens in it. And they're trying to find. They all look the same. They're trying to find their mommy, quote unquote. And So, like, in the beginning, when they put the egg that Gudetama came out of in the fridge, it was a blue egg. And so they discovered, it's like, oh, yeah, this is your mom right here, because Kana, this chicken's name is Kana, and she's the only one who lays these kinds of blue eggs and whatever. And I should say, one of the nice things about, like, the show, I guess, is there was these little tidbits of, like, kind of like these little life lessons that are kind of like, they're obvious things, but it was nice to hear. With the president part, it was kind of like, hey, don't become jaded and rotten like I did. Always look forward to life, and you are the one who should be able to choose how you feel and look about and how, like, how you present yourself to the world and whatever. And then, at the end, when they're trying to find, like, who's their mom or whatever, it's like, oh, well, I guess I just am I'm just an egg like everyone else. Like, I'm just a fucking egg, whatever. And it's like, no, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're special because you're you. And you're special because you came all this way from where I shipped you to, from the restaurant I shipped you to find the place you came from. And that's crazy. You're just a fucking egg, and you came all this way. That's fucking wild, And the whole entire time,
Its youth is in motion.
Yeah. The whole entire show.
I just got to make fun of Kai every time for that.
Yeah.
That one show is just so on the nose. I always call it Snow Hose, but anyway, yeah, Snow Hose. Shout out.
Snow Hose. The whole time Gudetama is just kind of annoying and kind of just like, oh well, I guess, because that's their character.
No, I thought it was funny. You need the slothy main character every once in a while.
Yeah. But like, in times where, like, I thought Gouda should have been more like excited, I felt like they weren't, and it's like, I don't know, it's weird. But like,
there are some excited emojis for Gouda. I did notice he did a lot of the poses.
He did
a lot of, like, the mainstream Gudetama poses.
The iconic pose that you see Gudetama in, yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, it would have been great to have a little bit more emotional variety from it. But you did have the chicken that was, like, kind of the foil to it, so like it balanced out. Yeah.
And so the whole entire time, like, there's part of it is like when, like, Gudetama being out of the fridge for so long is like they're gonna become rotten or whatever. And so, like, Gouda kind of questions its existence throughout the whole show, kind of, and then it's like, oh, I guess I want to be destined to, like, be eaten, right? Because that's what I was for. That was my purpose. And so, basically, the Tamago Kake Gohan that the character is based off of, the dish that the dish is based off of, the character is based off that dish or created from that dish, the idea. And that's how Gudetama gets eaten by the old farmer lady at the end. And it's just really fucking weird. Like, like, it turns out...
It would have been funny if he did the thing where, like, she tries to put him in her mouth and he does the, like... He like, puts his hands on her teeth or whatever, trying not to get swallowed,
Yeah.
Like the GIF. I'll post it in our chat.
What the fuck? Like, because Shaka Pio originally, they were like, oh, yeah, your mom's dead. We send her to the restaurant and get chopped up and fried or whatever, right? And then later, they scan the code, and it's like, oh, no, your mom got shipped to a different farm. So then Shaka Pio was like, oh, okay, well, cool, I'll go to that farm, and Gudetama can fulfill its purpose and get eaten here, and we're good to go. And then, yeah, the farmer lady who helps them at the end, where Kana's from, she puts Gude on a bed of rice and makes Tamago Kake Gohan, and, yeah, just eats Gudetama.
But then another one is born when the chicken just poops it out.
Yeah,
like,
there is a kind of like another, because Kana's on top of her cage and she poops out another blue egg and it drops on the ground, and then another Gudetama is born from it. And it's like, you hear Gouda make the same noise, like it make the same noise as the Gudetama we saw. Like, oh man, what a drag, whatever, but... Yeah, no, I was not expecting that ending. I was expecting some kind of dumb ending, right? Like, it doesn't matter. It's just a fucking egg, right? I was not expecting that. I was not expecting, like, oh, well, I want to fucking eat me, Grandma. You know what I mean? Like, And so like Danny was saying earlier, right? Like I didn't know who the audience was for. I thought the audience was going to be for kids, but this whole entire show.
I'm telling you, it's for adult kids.
It definitely is. Thinking about it now, it's definitely for millennials, like the character's targeted for, and whatever the fuck. But I still, as a millennial, did not relate to it. And what the fuck is that ending, man? I was hoping for some kind of like more sweet moments or some other kind of sweet moment where it's like, I don't know, maybe Shakapio is just like, well, Gudetama, we became best friends, and even though we found out we weren't exactly siblings, even though we came from the same carton, we should be best friends, and let's go find my mom at the other farm. Oh, okay, cool. I love you. Yeah, okay. Let's make out. Whatever. I don't fucking know. Like, just something more nice than that. I don't know. Like, it wasn't. There was no emotion to it. Like, it was supposed to be. I think they tried to paint it as like this happy thing. Like, yay, I'm finally getting eaten. But it's like, even so, I'm just like,
Well, it's like Death Parade.
No, it wasn't. Like,
It went into the good elevator, whichever one that is. No one can figure it out.
Dude, no, I'm not with that. I was hungry the whole entire show until that part happened. I was like, come on, man. It wasn't like, it's not like it's messed up or anything. Like, it's a fucking.
I mean, what else was Gudetama's purpose was supposed to be?
Yeah, I mean, it's either gonna go rotten or it's gonna get eaten, right?
Yeah.
Or
They
it could
had a
become
whole-
a century egg. It could become a century egg.
They had a whole episode, like a whole arc of them trying to save Gudetama from being rotten.
Yeah, they
Like-
get the silica gel packets or whatever.
Yeah, he had a stinky butt.
Literally, the whole purpose of Gudetama was to get eaten. Really, so.
Dude,
It's kind of
okay.
like the humans in Attack on Titan.
Yeah, dude, this emoji you posed is literally that fucking grandma eating the fucking. Except
Gotta
without-
join our Discord. So many. Well, it's better with Nitro actually because these are gifs. So.
Yeah, these are gifts. Yeah, but yeah, dude, I don't have anything else to say, man. Just like-
I don't got a lot. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a funny show. Like, it's silly. It's short. That's the good thing. Like, the episodes are actually like 2 minutes shorter than they say because of the credits.
Yeah, that's true.
So you could knock this thing out in like 90 minutes or
I would-
less.
I
Probably
would-
less.
I would say if you're a big Sanrio fan, you're gonna watch it. You're gonna click on it before you're even hearing me say anything, hearing us say anything about it. If you're, I happen, Gudetama is not my favorite Sanrio character, but like I love Sanrio, one of my favorite brands of all time, and they just keep coming out with these new characters, right? And, I'm just kind of curious to know what's going to be the next big character, because right now Gudetama, as you heard Danny say, is one of the biggest ones right now, behind Hello Kitty. So, that being said, even talking about it now, I didn't really expect this to become like an egg podcast where we talked about eggs the whole time or food and, whatever. But
What was our, like, did anyone have, like, a favorite, like, mini arc that happened in the show?
I like the beginning. I like the restaurant part, where they're around the conveyor.
When they're talking
belts.
about individuality.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, the egg mafia part, because it was the most ridiculous. The egg
Oh
mafia.
god, they
part
rolled
is-
up in an egg carton. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And the hard-boiled egg, like, switched voices every now and again. It had the Gudetama voice, but then all of a sudden it had, like, that JoJo looking face.
Yeah. The egg mafia part was the most ridiculous part. I know I just kind of like made a big deal about the ending and how it was weird or whatever, but like
It's not
no,
about the story. It's about the journey.
it's about the journey, and that the mafia part is part of the journey, and it was the best part of it. Like, it's like the big omelet that absorbs other eggs. Is like he's like the leader of the egg
That's
mafia.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
What is that? What is that? Nick might know, or Danny, whatever. What is the name of that character on Futurama That's the golden robot, and it's
Oh,
like
the hedonism bot.
the hedonism bot. That's literally.
It didn't really act anything like it though. It acted more like a mobster though.
Yeah, no. It was more of a mobster, but like its character design was like a big omelet that laid down, on kind of like that. Yeah, and it was the leader of the mafia, and they're like, "Oh, you tried to steal from us? I'm gonna absorb you into my egg body because I'm made of. You know how many eggs I've absorbed in this bitch? Millions. Like it's just like this fucking weird thing." And then the little.
I'll put a whole ass chicken in there. I don't care.
Yeah.
He didn't say it like that, but he basically did. This was a PG show, so yeah.
For 30 minutes of this stupid 40-minute podcast, I've just been fucking laughing the whole time. I can't
It's a
do
very
it.
silly show. There's nothing to take seriously about this.
Yeah,
But it's- like Sam was saying, it's basically just a meme. Like they turned a mascot into somehow they gave it a story.
Yeah.
So like, what do you want? I mean, come on.
Do you guys think that like they'll make a sequel?
God, I hope not.
Hey,
They
anything
have
to
to
save us
find
from
Chucky
Peter
Pio's,
Chung, dude.
Mom.
Oh yeah, they kind of left that open ended a little bit. Oh.
That'd be funny if the Gude we saw hatch at the end was like, it kept the same memories or whatever, and it was like, Shaka Pio! Let me follow you right quick. I don't want to stay here with my fucking whack-ass mom who just keeps bagocking every fucking 10 minutes. Because every time he tried to talk to her, she was like, oh yeah, and how did you get here? And he was like, well, we started rolling out the fridge.
Yeah. There was even a point where Good was all like, "Are you even listening?"
Yeah, she's like, of
And
course,
the
dear.
chicken's like, "Yes, I'm listening."
Fucking imagine that. Imagine our fucking podcast and fucking Danny's in the middle of breaking it down. She's like, yeah, what I really liked about this part of the Jujutsu Kaisen. She's
It's like Tourette's.
She's like, yeah, Nick made me watch Planet Test, and I really liked the pacing. Anyways, Trish is behind me.
I
like,
did like I like the Gudetama's little buggy. It's a little white,
the little
with like
eggshell,
a steering wheel, eggshell with the steering wheel.
the little eggshell thing that
When
Shaka
he
Pio
whips
made.
out the steering wheel, I'm just like, I can't.
I love that shit, bro.
Literally the first time I saw him whip out that steering wheel and he was just driving himself, I was just like, what is this?
Because I actually didn't see that in the beginning. I thought it was just the eggshell with the wheels and the little handle. I didn't think, I didn't see the steering wheel until like episode 4 or 5. I was like, oh wait, there's a little steering wheel in there.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny.
He whipped that out. I was just like, dude, I can't.
Like, what are you
Gudetama
talking
just rolling around.
I actually do want to see if they made little figures or something of that, of Gouda in the little rolly eggshell cart. If they made a figure of that, I want it. I got to see if our little plushie even. That's because that was, honestly, I will say this too. I'll say this. The CG was really good. It was
Yeah.
good.
It
looked
was
good.
super good. Like, yeah, like, for on the levels of like, like the Sonic movie and the Detective Pikachu, Shaka Pio, this little furry chick, and then Gudetama, like I said, I was hungry. Like, I saw even when Gudetama was like shaking his jelly butt, I'm like, yeah, nah, like I want some eggs right now. Like I love eggs and I'm so hungry. It looked really good. And like, obviously some of the other foods, in it also, like even the fucking,
The pudding?
the pudding, dude.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
That looked delicious.
Putty.
They're like, oh yeah, we're made of a bunch of different eggs because we're just fucking custard or whatever, But like, yeah, the CG was really good, and some of the foods that did talk were also just like the food itself with like they just animated the face on it, But like the rest of them that did get animated, it looked really really nice. So it was pretty crazy. Studio OLM, right? But then also some of the production assistants, probably with some of the animation was also handled by Le Space, which I don't know if that's a Japanese or a French studio, but I think it's Japanese. but sounds French. L'espace, l'espace. And then obviously produced by Sanrio. But like, yeah, no, it looked really good. It was, it was on those levels, I think. So, for it's funny because like when we were starting this podcast, Nick was like, "I thought we were called the Anime Summit,
Yeah, I said it all drunk. I'm like, I thought we were the Anime Summit.
not the live action 3D real life anime bitch summit." But yeah, dude, I you know what? It was. I will say this. Here's my final thought. Let's go to scores. Let's do final thoughts and scores right now. Here's my final thought. My final thought is this. Would I watch it again? Hell no. Fuck no. I think if you want to put it on because you don't have
a good background show.
Yeah, if you don't have anything to watch and you want to kill like an hour while you're waiting for something or you're working on your homework or some bullshit or what, school starting up again, right? So you're going to get homework. Put this on while you're doing your homework. If you need some background noise that that's not as distracting, So do I think every Sanrio fan or even just Gudetama fan needs to watch it at least once? Yeah, watch a couple episodes. You might think it's funny or weird and whatever the hell. You know what I mean? If you're a Gudetama fan, absolutely, just watch it. Just watch it once. Who cares? It's not that long. You can blast through it. You'll definitely blast through the first 3 episodes. That's like 30 minutes, not even. A little more than 30 minutes. I will tell you, though, my favorite part about watching it was the fact that we got to review it, and I was just laughing my ass off for the past 50 minutes. That's my favorite part of it. I got to create this podcast memory talking about eggs, food, Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, and Sanrio. And laughing the whole fucking time doing it. That alone is enough for me. That has nothing to do with the show itself. I don't care. So, anyways, what are your guys' final thoughts?
It's definitely weird.
It's a show.
It's a show. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
It's really cute. I mean, if you're like a huge fan of Gudetama and stuff, I think you're obviously going to like it.
Yeah.
Animation wise, like at least for the CG aspects of it, very good. Aside from the very first episode, I really enjoyed the first episode. It was just ridiculousness and everything. But I did like the mafia episode, and when they were infiltrating the like base, and just like the club and how like all like these eggs are just obsessed with the soy sauce and like bathing in soy sauce, drinking soy sauce. So yeah, that was also my favorite episode as well. It is heartwarming, especially like closer to the end with like the farm lady and stuff. I did appreciate the farm lady being all like, "Oh, do you want to meet your mom?" instead of like right away literally like saying to Gudetama, "Oh, so what should I make you out of?" Like, because literally that was like everybody who encountered Gudetama was all like, "What should I make you out of?" Or like, "Should I make you an omelet? Or should I put you over my rice?" Like, everybody was just wanting to eat him. And then this lady, in the beginning didn't and stuff. And so I will give it like a 6 out of Gudetama butts. So
Nice.
yeah.
All right, Nick.
Oh, yeah, like you guys said, it's a light, fluffy little adventure. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but yeah, it's a good background show. It's just like it's got the little poses, it's got the little cute animations that they do. So yeah, I'd give it a solid 5. 5 mini soy sauce prohibition bottles out of 10.
Prohibition bottles. Little fishy shaped soy
Yeah,
sauce
yeah.
bottles. That was a really good part too. It was like the whole entire time you just wanted to eat. Drink soy sauce. Wait, what'd you guys give it again? Sorry, did you say 5 out of 10, Nick?
Yep.
Dane, what'd you say?
I said 6.
6 and 5. That's okay. I was gonna say 6 also.
Whatever the Peter Chung stuff is, I give this one higher score. So.
Okay, Nick. Yeah, okay.
Oh man.
This was familiar and enjoyable, not weird and scary.
Nick related to it the most.
Yes. My lying flat lifestyle finally has an avatar on the big screen.
It's fucking hilarious, dude.
I love it.
Yeah, I give it a 6 because I love Sanrio. I normally if I didn't love it, I'd probably give it a 5 or less, but I love Sanrio and I do love Gudetama. It's not my favorite, probably Nick's favorite, obviously.
I think Gudetama is now my favorite after watching this.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah,
funny. I mean, what
yeah.
else? What other Sanrio? There's Hello Kitty. That's a huge one.
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty,
there's a bunch of
My
stuff.
Melody.
Oh, Melody's funny. I like the emojis we have for that.
Yeah. There's also Kuromi, Choco Cat.
Isn't Retsuko? Retsuko's one of them, right?
Retsuko is a Sanrio character, yeah.
Oh, Pom Pom Purin is good.
Pom Pom Purin.
Pochako, the puppy, big puppy.
Yeah.
There's the frog, right?
Kirikiro
Kuropi.
Kuropi.
Yeah. Kuropi.
I'm looking them up now. That's why I'm saying it.
Charmy
the-
Cat, Strawberry King.
Little Twin Stars.
The Twin Stars.
Tuxedo Sam. Peckle.
Botsmaru.
Shiro Osa. Yeah, there's so many. Like there's absolutely a lot.
Is someone looking at a list?
Rilakuma, which is the bear.
Yeah, Rilakuma. We should have
that's,
reviewed. We should have reviewed that. Rilakuma and Karu on Netflix is really good. We should have watched. We should have reviewed that. I fucked up.
That one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Japan has like a whole Sanrio theme park.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's popular stuff, man. I think it's gonna get a lot of people into Sanrio in general. You know what I mean? Because it's eggs. How can you not relate to eggs, man? You know, especially lazy, tired, apathetic ones. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck it. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review like as much as I did. I thought this was hilarious. And I'm having a good time. So, yeah, if you like this review, let me know. Watch Gudetama in an excellent adventure. And yeah, thanks for listening every week. And we'll be back with another review next week. And then again, show swap happening the first week in November. That's Chobits and Planet Test. So watch those. And keep an eye out on the Twitter and TikTok and Discord if you're in the Discord for the Shopify announcement, which is going to be happening in the next few weeks here, okay? That being said, I love you guys very much. Thanks for listening every week. I've been Sam. That's been Nick. That's been Danny. And this has been the Anime Summit, Egg Summit podcast.